So very nice, very nice. So now that we are done with the installing our plugins, so I've shown you how to install plugins, and the next thing that we are now going to do is now to start building our website from scratch. So what do we do as the first step? The first step is to customize our theme. That is the website itself. The theme for this case was Astra. So this is the website backend, or rather we call it the dashboard, the WordPress dashboard. So for you to edit the theme, you'll just come down here. You'll find under appearance, then you'll find several options here. When you hover around appearance, you'll find these options. So our main focus here is to customize. So just go ahead and click on customize. Boom, 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 and there we go. So our customized features are on the left side. So this is our Astra theme. As you can remember, this is the Astra theme that we installed. So we want to customize this theme, and as you can see here on this other side, the left side, where we have the functionalities for customizing, we have something known as global. We have header, we have post types, footer, and so on and so forth. So this is where we adjust this theme that we uploaded, this Canva, I mean Astra theme. So the first thing that I want us to work on is on the header. The header is this part. This part is the header. Maybe just to brief you through on these functionalities, the global mainly consists of the typography, that is the font type, font size, and also we have the colors, of course, for the website. So these are very key important features, but I don't want us to start with this because for us to come to colors, it means that we have to identify like our brand associates with which color, and that one is always derived from the logo. So let's go back to our header and fix the logo first. Then from there, I'll teach you how to generate our colors, or rather upload colors into our website. So let's click on header. After clicking on header, when you come here, you'll find this pencil icon. We have two pencil icons for this case. So for this pencil icon is generally for the whole of this part, this upper part. This is what we call as the header. So for this other pencil, this one is just for the logo itself. We also have another pencil, but this one is for this page, these pages here. So there's different options for you to upload your there are different options for you to upload your logo. So you can either click on this pencil icon, you can either also come here on site title and logo, or you can also click on this part here. When you click on this part, you'll find that the default logo for Astra is already here. So when we want to add our logo, we'll just simply click on this part. But I already uploaded my logo on the media file, so we should be expecting to see my logo here. But for you, if you want to upload your logo, of course, you'll just come here, click on select files, and my logo is of course I created a file for this website, and under logos you'll find this. So for this case, I want to proceed with this transparent logo. My logo is still a work in progress. I still don't have a logo for my brand. It's something that I've been working on for quite some time, and I'm glad that I'll be sharing that video with you guys on how to come up with a decent logo for your brand. So you come down here, click on select. Again, click on select. You have just to rewind, load, select, click on. So you have to click on select, and when you come here it says that you have to crop it, of course, maybe to fit in correctly, but for now we can just skip, because there is another place that where we'll have to check on that. So as you can see, our logo is already uploaded here, because I told you with this drag and drop features, you are able to see live the progress of what you are doing on your website. So the logo, as you can see, is already overriding the some of the writings on the website, but there's nothing to worry about that, because I'll be showing you how to adjust that. When you scroll down here, we have this feature called the logo width. So as you can see, it's 400 megapixels, because this is a default, of course. So you can always adjust it to whatever length that you want, I mean the width. So for this case, you can see I can just drag it to my favorite, maybe logo width that I want. So I think we can go with this. We can go with maybe 185. No, let's make it 190. Can go with the 190. So that's nice. So the next thing that we have here is a site title. So site title is generally what appears when your site appears on the front end for the users. So what you have to do here is you can always edit. So for this case, I just want to use maybe Digital Craft Lab. Digital Craft Lab. There we go. So our site title is here. Another key feature that I want you to take seriously is this feature down here. So these features are very, very important, because for you to build a website, you should always ensure that it also fits well with the different devices. What do I mean by this? When users log in into your website using a phone, it should fit in correctly. When they log in on their tablet, they should also be able to see your website, so that it's not overlapping to some extent, the themes, the font types, and messed up, something like that. And of course, this one, it's on a desktop mode, so we'll also switch on a tablet mode. We see on how viewers on the tablet mode will be able to see our website, and as you can see, so far, not bad. The view is still all right. There's nothing to adjust at the moment, but as we proceed, we will be able to see what needs to be adjusted and what needs to be left like that. So we can also come to the phone view, which is very, very important, because majority of site visitors always use their phone. And as you can see here already, it's messed up. The logo is messed up. So this means that we have to adjust it. But first of all, let's go back to desktop view and ensure we click on publish. This is a very, very important thing, guys. You always have to be careful here. After making any change on your website, always be sure to click on the word publish, because if you proceed on any other editing part and you forget to click on publish, when you come back, you'll have lost everything. You'll have to start from scratch, which is a saddening thing. Nobody will want to do that. So I've published that. So I'll go back to the mobile view. And as you can see, our logo is messed up, but as I told you, we can still adjust that here. We can adjust it under logo width. As you can see, I'm playing along with it. You can leave it at the moment. You can leave it at that point, because we'll still have some editings to do. But just to be ensured that at least it looks more better, maybe you can give it a 65. Yeah, 65 is good. And then you, as I said, you always ensure to click on publish. Good. So that to that extent, that is what it means to add a site logo. So the next thing is fixing the colors, how to add the colors to our website. And that is a very, very, very important thing that I wanted us to do. And you have to be careful, because I'm going to show you a very beautiful website where you can be generating colors. There's a website called coolers.com. If I'm on colors.co. You can come here, click on the first link. So this is a color palette. Of course, I'll accept all the cookies and I cancel this. So this is a color palette. So we'll have to start the generator. Generate the colors. So this is simply a color palette where you can draw the color ideas, or you can use any other site, but I do recommend this colors.co because it's a good one. So for you to change the colors, to shift into other color palette, just click on the tab on spacebar on your keyboard, and there you go. You can see the colors are changing and taking different colors. We have the color codes as well and the color name here, but we always we are focused more on these color codes. So, but according to when you come back here to my logo, you can see my logo is a red and white, and I don't know, this is light green, something like that. You can tell me in the comments which color is that. I'm not that good at the colors, but this is red and white. So it means that most of our website will be taking more of red, white, and maybe a drop of these light green colors that you can tell me in the comments whether it's a light green or it's not a light green. So let's go back here. You just click on this. You should not always use this. I recommend you use this back. So when you click on back again, click on back again, and then we come to global. So when we are at the global, we have typography, but I want us first of all to focus with the colors. So click on that, and then we find the theme colors are right here. So these are the default colors that came with the Astra theme, but I want us now to use our own color. So for this case, which color do you think we should give a header layout? I don't know. Which one do you think? So you can always also draw your attention to how the theme looks like. For example, you can see the header part of the theme is bluish, and maybe some shades of light blue. And then we can come on the footer. You can see as well they did some shadows of blue and maybe a light blue. So it means that when we get a color, we will make it uniform as well. When we get a color, we'll ensure also it follows the same routine. So my things are I'm thinking of let's give this part blue as well. No, I mean red, and see how it looks. So you can as well utilize this point. If you don't have a logo, you can utilize this, because actually matching a color is a very critical thing when building a website. Very critical. So you can be generating colors here. When maybe you like this combination, you can always come here and click on export, and you can export as PDF. There's an option here, you can export at PDF, and maybe you can say my colors. Then you can skip that for that time. You can just skip, and maybe you can click on export. There we go. Your colors have been exported and they are right here. So you can't just be coming here and you copy the codes. You can highlight the codes, or you can copy directly back into your website. But because I have a logo, guys, I have a logo, and the logo already showcases the colors that I should be using. So which color do you think I can be using at this point? I don't know what you guys think of this, but because my logo also has also black. Actually, my logo has a black background as well, because I showed you part of my logo. So let's start. So when you come here on the theme colors, we have the accent theme. So the accent theme, I can go with black for my case, and you can just drag below here. can come below, right below here, or I can just select it directly like that. And black, of course, is always as a 60. So I'll go with black. At this point, I'll go with black. So I'll have just select black, and that is it. Let me see. After selecting black, okay, then I'll have to go on the links. So the links are actually, you know what I mean by links, that what you type when you click, when you visit any website, it do have links, right? So whenever you click on those links, the link should have this color. Of course, we have the normal color, which is the color that shows before you click it, and we always have an over color. When you over at, for example, this, you can see when I over around these menus, you can see the color is changing. The color is changing when I over on some key link words. Link words are just yeah, like you have just seen at the header. You can see this, you can see this one changing, you can see that one changing. So for this case, let's still leave it at this normal color. Then we can come. All right, that's very nice. Good. So now that we have learned how to install our plugins, we have also learned about installing a theme, that is Astra. So we installed our theme already, and we also learned about plugins and the key plugins that we need for our website, of which we have already installed. So the next thing now is to build our website. So this is the most important part. So we have to be careful here, guys, because this is now where the cooking is done. So as I told initially, this is a WordPress website, a WordPress dashboard, or rather called as a backend of a WordPress website. So on the left side of our dashboard is the menu. So this is where we access all the functionalities. You should always not forget about that. So I will repeat again. We are building a website we are building a website for me, for myself. That is my personal website. We are taking that one as an example of how to build a website using WordPress. So let's go. The first thing is now to customize our theme. Very, very important, customizing our theme. So to customize the theme, our theme is that is Astra. You can either click here. You can either come also here under appearance, but I want you to learn coming under appearance. So when you hover around appearance, you'll find the first option at the top is themes, design, customize, widgets, menus, and so on and so forth. So our focus here is to customize. So we'll just have to click on customize. And there we go. So on the left side, these are the key functionalities for our adjustments, or rather editings, that we love to do on our website. On the right side is on this other panel is the Astra theme. As you can see, this is the Astra theme. So at the top here, these are the pages that of course are in default. They came with the theme, and this is the logo for this purpose. And of course, this is now the body of our of the Astra theme. So the first thing that I want us to focus on is on the header. Of course, we have a global here. The global entirely contains the typographies, the colors, and so on and so forth. But I wanted us to start with the header because I believe that from the header is where we'll draw all the requirements that we need for our global requirements. So when you click on header, you'll land onto this features, or rather elements. So under elements, you'll find we have a site logo, off canvas menu. This is for the mobile device, mobile responsiveness, and we have the primary menu, of which we'll learn this one later on when we are going to set up our menu for the website. So the first thing we have to do is to adjust our logo. So how do we go about this? So the first thing before I proceed is that I already have a logo, but it's a work in progress. And the good news I have for you guys is I'll be showing you a video soon about how to build a logo for your business or other brand. So the logo you are going to use for today is a work in progress still, but we'll use it as an example of how to upload a logo in our WordPress website. So the same logo will help us to get the colors for our site, because for you to get the correct colors for your website, it means that you have to extract them from the logo. The logo is always a representation of a brand. So let's begin. How do we upload our logo? When you hover around the header, you will notice that there are some pencil icons that keep on popping up, like this one. This entirely means that we are editing the entire header here. And this the below pencil icon here is actually for this logo. This is a logo for Astra that is in default. There's another pencil here. This one is for the menus, as you can see. And we should be having another pencil over here which represents the social media icons. So when you come down here, we have the site logo. You can click on it. After clicking on it, you'll find the default logo here, which is Astra. So you'll also have to click on this, but remember that I already installed my logo into the system, but I want to upload the logo afresh so that you understand how the process is done. So let me go back just for clarification. So you click here on site title and logo. You come here, click on the default logo Astra. You can come here on upload files. You can click on select files. Then it leads you to the where your project is saved. For instance, I already created my website folder, which is my personal website. So I have two logos in versions, of which I told you it's still a work in progress, but I'll go with the transparent one, which is this. So you click on the logo, then after clicking on the logo, of course, you open. There we go. Then you come down here and then you click on select. You will be instructed here to crop and so on and so forth, but for the first time I'll advise you not to crop image. You can just click on skip cropping, because you don't want to lose the actual elements in our logo, because there is another form that we'll use to adjust our logo. So as you can see, our logo is already here. It has popped here. Very nice. When you scroll down, we have a site title. You can give it whatever name you want. So I gave it Digital Craft Lab, but I can also write Ronald's personal website. Very nice, very nice, very nice. So that is it. So another key thing that I want you guys to understand and digest it, and never forget this one. Always learn to publish every changes you make within your website. I will repeat. Whenever you make changes in your website, always remember to click on publish, because what will happen if you don't click on this and proceed to the next page? What will happen is that you'll lose all the changes that you have made on your website. So always be keen to click on publish. So you can see now our changes have been published and we are good to go. So the next thing I want us now to focus on, you can just click on cancel, because now we are good to go. Oh, can come back on customize. Sorry for that. Just come back to customize. I want us now we are now done with the header. Of course, not every part of it, but we'll keep coming back to do more adjustments. That is the primary menu, socials, and whatever. But I want us to just come back and now work on the global. So this is also a very key important area that we have to work on. So for this purpose, we have the typography. Typography is essentially the font the font colors. No, not the font colors, but I mean the font types and the font sizes that you prefer to use in your website. That is for the H1, H2, and so on and so forth. Below it, we have the colors. So these are the colors that will be featured in our website. Container, of course, this is now it's a container. That container is specifically the space that contains all this content that you see within your website. Buttons, of course, these are the clickable ones, like here, make a website. When you click here, that is a button. This is a button. This is a button. So the first thing we have to focus on for this time, I want us to focus on the colors. So we just have to click on the colors. There we go. So these are the colors that come in default, of course, for this website, for this theme, I mean, Astra theme. But now we have to make the website fit to our brand colors. So what if you don't have your logo? So where will you get the colors? Somebody might ask me that one. That's why we have a very nice tool here. Let me see if we'll have it. Coolers. I think Coolers has it's a very nice tool if you need colors for that purpose. So okay, we go there. So you just search on Coolers, and the colors will come here. I think I just messed on the spelling. So it's COOLORS. So you click on this first, you can rectify here, but now that we already have it rectified here. So the website, I'll just pin I'll attach the link on the description of this video for you to find this link to the colors. So just click on this first one. After that, there we go, we have it. Very nice, very nice. So from here, you just click on start the generator. Good. As you can see, guys, so we have we have 6 colors of this a color palette. So we have 6 different colors in each palette. So below it, we have the color codes. We have the color codes for each color that we can see here. So for you to change to the next maybe palette, maybe you are not interested in this, you just have to tap on your spacebar on your keyboard, and there you can see the colors keep changing. They keep changing like that until you get the correct color that you want for yourself. So this is just an example for anybody outside there who needs to understand more, like they don't know which kind of colors they can mix up to form a brand. So that's why I have a separate video for you guys on how to build your website, your brand logo. So all these colors can be incorporated into a logo, and from there you can get your brand colors. So from here, for example, you need to save this color, this palette, of course. So you can just come here at the top right, and you click on export, and you select if it's a PDF. You can save it as a PDF. Then maybe you can say my website colors. Then you can assume description. You can just bypass that and click on export. And that is it. You have your website colors saved as PDF. So let's go back to the business of the day. So we are back to our customization tab. So for my case, as I told you, I already created a profile for my website. When I come here, I save them on Google Docs. So on the home page, I have all my content here that I created. It took me long. I spent an entire 1 month preparing all this bio. We have an about me, we have a contact page, and then we have my colors are here. So for example, my logo, we have an azure color, and this is the code. We have the bright red. You can we have also the white part, and we have a gray color that is from my logo. So it will be very easy for me to be just copy pasting the colors, and then I drop on the color customization tab. So let's try and see on how we go about that. So below here we have our global color palette. So we have a theme color, we have an accent color, we have a links color, sorry, and we have the H1 color, H1 to H6, that is the heading colors. We have a body text, we have borders as well. Surface color, we have the site background, the content background, and so on and so forth. So as you can see on this Astra theme, we have a very dominant color at the top of this page, this landing page. The color seems to be the blue one. It's bluish and a bit of shades on towards the right. And we also have a white color for the heading. And we have a black color inside the buttons, and the button color is in yellow. So we want this is now where you need to be very keen on how to balance colors on your website. So let's see. When you you can always draw an example from the theme that you install. That's why installing an appropriate theme is always very essential. So let's scroll down. You can see our heading color. The heading color is bluish with a shade at towards the right side. Then the background color, the text background color is white. The text themselves are black, which is very nice. It's really blending well. Then here is still white. And when we come here towards the footer, we have another color here. Maybe this testimonial part, it has maybe a grayish, I don't know. You can tell me down in the comments which color is that. And then when we come here, we have another bluish with the shade towards the right. And the button is in yellow, and the color of the writings inside the button is in black. So this shows you like which color is dominant in this website that we are designing. So according to my logo here, we can just go back a little bit. So we can go back to, we can check on my files, or rather my documents here. So we can check on my documents. We can see under my personal website, and I want us just to have a look at this logo. So when you check at my first logo, and I told you this is still a work in progress, I'm just using this for the purpose of this video. So this logo, the first version of it is in our black background, and then we have the azure color, we have also the bright red, and of course we have the writings in white. So from here we can see the dominant color. The dominant color here specifically, we can say it's a red. So we can draw to our website, we can say, okay, let's give it a red color as the dominant color. And then maybe we can say azure color will be our buttons color. I don't know, you can tell me. And maybe you can say black color will be for the writing, for the writings inside our buttons. And maybe perhaps we'll see what we can do with the black. Maybe you can say, okay, let's have a black color at the footer, or rather when we can have the bright red color at the footer, and we have the black color as the header. But let's see when we are trying to design our website. So another thing that you have to understand when it comes to this color section, we have we have colors known as we have colors for different purposes on our websites. So for example, when you come on this links side, under links we have two colors. So the first color, when you hover around this color, you can see writing popping up there in a blue background that is written as normal. When you proceed to the right, you can see the over color. So this simply means that the normal color simply means that this is a color that is there, it's the idle color. But when you hover around that, like as you can see, I'm hovering around this menu here. When you hover around, there's another color that pops up. So that is known as the hover color. When you come to heading, we have one color, body text one, and the borders we have one. So the accent color, we also have this one. So let's begin. So let's try, maybe I'll go with the, you click, for you to change the color, you simply click on that. Then you can scroll downside. No, sorry for that. You just have to click and come back. Scroll towards the below. No, there must be an issue. Just a moment, guys. Good. So this is the color code. If you are not that good with the color code is simply the codes that when you input here, color code simply represents the type of color that you want to use in your design. So for example, here I want to use the bright color, bright red, which is this. I already have the code. You just have to copy the entire code. I have to copy it, and we can go back to our website and can delete this. Always remember that a color code starts with an hash, so an hash should always be there at all times. So we have set that color. You can see it has taken an effect here, the bright red color. Just click on that empty space, and then we come back here now on links. So which color do you think we can give links for the links, the clickable links? So let's go back to our theme, or to our logo, and we can derive maybe color from this. So let's say, which color can we maybe play along with? Maybe we can say, let's try black. Yeah, let's try black color, then we see what happens. So black color, the theme is always the color code is always 6 zeros. For that case, let me just minimize this tab. So the normal color, let's give it a black. Let's see how it blends. So black is 6 zeros. There we go. Click on the empty space. Now then we have the over color. The over color, we can maybe say, okay, we can give it a white, because black matches well with white, so we can give it white color. So white is the color code for white is 6F. Let me just, click on that, then you scroll down. I realize also that if you use the cursor to scroll down on this side of the dashboard, it keeps you'll keep losing this color palette here, the color dashboard that we have here. So I recommend you to use, if you have a mouse, you can scroll, or if you are using your laptop or rather keyboard, you can click on you can hold on the the arrow pointing down. So click on the color, over color. We said we can give it a white color, so just press the down key arrow, then we come here. You can clear that and insert 6 Fs. There we go, and that is white. Then we come here, we have the heading color. So for the heading color, we can leave it like that. We'll let us see on our color matches. The body text, we can as well leave it to that. And we have this border color. This border color we can play along with Azure. So we can come here to my saved colors, and we can take advantage of Azure color. sorry, something wrong. There we go. Then we copy that, click on it, scroll down, then paste it here. Control All, Control Paste. There we go. Scroll back, click on the empty space. Then we can give this one maybe a gray. Let's have a gray color on the body text. Maybe you can have gray. Let's see how that goes. So just have to copy that. We have to copy. Come back to our site, and you simply scroll down. Then you Control All, then Control V. So guys, those are the colors that we have set for now, and it's very important that as we build our website, we'll be learning of these colors. We'll be noticing that we need maybe to change this, maybe we don't need a red for this case, and so on and so forth. So in the meantime, that's how we set our colors. And finally guys, don't always forget what I told you guys. When you make a change, what should you do next before you proceed? You can write down in the comments there. So the next critical thing that you should always do is to click on publish. Very good for those guys who are getting it right. You click on publish. So our colors have been published, and they will be taking effect. Very good, very good, very good, very good. And before I leave this page, I want also to show you something which is very key. It's something that you should never forget when you are building your website. So whenever you are building a website, whether it's a custom website, it's a custom. When I say a custom website, I mean maybe a coded website that is using CSS and JavaScript. So, and also to this other type of website builders like WordPress, you should always optimize your content to fit on, or rather to be responsive on across all devices. What I mean by that is that whenever any user opens your website in a desktop, it should be fitting and clearly, as you can see here. When you click on this is a tablet mode. When you click on tablet mode, you should always see your website. It's taking the shape is good, and also on the phone. The phone is good, but we can make slight adjustments. As you can see, our logo is it's disappearing to some extent, but no worries, because there's still an adjustment you can make on that. The adjustments is actually when you click on this pencil icon, you'll come down here, you scroll down, you come on to logo, you can see the pixels is at 6.5. When you increase it, it can always go to, it keeps zooming in, zooming out. Yeah, we can leave it at that 6.5, which is okay. Then you have to always click on publish, and you can now cancel this. Click on the cancel, and that's how we set our global colors. And what I also want to show you, maybe let's go back to our global settings, because I forgot about the typography, which is key. So from here you click on the global feature, then you come here on typography. So typography, the reason why I'm not that much into making changes on typography is because you also have to understand the type of font type, the font type that you want to use on your website. So for this case, the kind of fonts are actually matching still with the fonts that I have on my logo. You can see the font that I have here is still playing along and matching with whatever is on the website. So I also recommend the font changes. You can make them as you progress when you are building your when we'll be building our pages, the content for each of the pages. That's when I'll advise now we can work on the fonts. But if you have your fonts already, can go ahead, you can just change them here. You can just come here, scroll down, you can find all the fonts here. But for this case, I'll still use the default ones for just the purpose of this video. But later on, I'll show you where we need adjustments and so on and so forth. So good. The next thing now we want to learn is how to set up our website pages. Very, very, very important. Setting up our website pages. Guys, this is still our WordPress dashboard. This is the backend of our WordPress website. This is where all the cooking is done. So always remember to come back here whenever you want to make any key adjustments. So now that we are done with so far with installing the themes. We are done with installing our plugins, the key functionalities of our website. And now we want to focus. We have also customized our theme, that is the global colors. We have also worked on the logo. We have also worked on the typography. So the next thing is actually work now on the menus. So very nice, very nice. So we have learned on how to customize our theme. We have learned on under customizing our theme. We have learned on how to set up the header. The header consists of the logo and socials and so on and so forth. But we haven't touched on all the elements under header. We have just focused on the logo, and we'll learn more as time goes by. And then we have also touched on the global. The global consists of the typography. It consists of the colors, global colors, of which we have learned how to generate colors using coolers.co. When you come on this, you can always generate colors from here if at all you don't have an idea. So the next thing now, as we proceed to build our website, is to work on the menus. Very, very important. So guys, before I started building this website, I told you I had to work on the skeleton. No, sorry for that. So guys, before I started building this website, I had to work on the contents, and it took me some like a month or so. And I had to work on all the contents of this kind of website that I wanted. So what this makes work easier for you, because content is very, very key, because you have to build a website and input the content, because the content is what keep your viewers hooked into your website. So when you look at this is my Google Docs tab, and this is where I saved my work. So when you look at this document tabs here, below it you can see home page, about me, contact me page, colors, and typography. So I want the sharp students to tell me from this, you can how many number of pages do you predict that this website will have? Let me know it down in the comments, guys. Let me know it down in the comments as we proceed. So good, we will be having 3 pages for this type of my website. This is a portfolio website, so for my case, I'll be having only 3 pages. That is the home page, about me page, and the contact us page. So very good. So, but you can always have several pages. You are not limited. I've not said you should only be having 3. You can add other pages like blogs page. You can have a news page, and so on and so forth. And maybe if you had, let's say you can add any other page that you want, but you should not always overload your website with this so much pages that not making sense. So now that we have key pages here, we'll go back to our website and now show you. This is the dashboard. This is our dashboard for the WordPress. This is also known as the backend. And I told you, I'll repeat, this is where all the cooking is done. So the next thing that we have to do is to work on the menu, setting up our menu. So what do we have to do as the first step? The first step is always to add a page, because remember, this Astra theme came with the pages in default. it came with pages in default. As you can see here, it came with home, services, about, reviews, why us, contact page, and so on and so forth. But because the website is ours now, we want to build our own website, we'll have to create our own pages. So what do we do as the first thing? We have to add a new page. There's a shortcut here on the top of your WordPress dashboard. You can hover around the plus sign. Below it, you have page, and you have to add a post, media. You can add anything from that. But also below here, there's this option here. When you hover around pages, you can click on add page. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Click on close. So this is where you add the pages. So it's very important also to see that our Elementor feature is here, because this is the drag and drop feature that will enable us to edit our website. So this is where we add our page. So you can always click on this plus. You will when you scroll down, when you hover around this plus, you'll always have to find the post to add, how to add a post, how to add a media file, how to add a page, and so on and so forth. But also when you come on this side, we also have an option here under pages, that is add page. So just click on add page. So at the top here, this is where you write your page title. For this case, I'll write home. After writing home, you can always click on the right side, publish, and publish again. Guys, remember here you have to click on publish twice, not once. So you also have to now we have added the page, of course, so we have also to add another page. Sorry, I've come, sorry for that, but click again on adding another page. About me. Click on publish and publish again, like that. There's one more page that we have to add. We have to add another page. That is a contact page. Just click on add page. Then write contact. Contact me. Contact me. Click on publish. Then publish again. Never forget that, guys. So we are done. To that point, we are done. You click on this WordPress icon. Then we are back on our back to our WordPress dashboard. So we have seen how to add pages because pages are what goes to our menu. So just a refresher, for you to add page, there's an option at the top here, or you can come on the left side here. You can always click on add page, or you can click at the top here, add page. So let's use this one at the left because you already use this. So we can come here, then hover around, click on add page. And you can come here and write your page name, and then you always click on publish and publish again. So let's just go back to our WordPress dashboard and proceed. So now that we have added the pages, so the next thing that we are supposed to do is now to go on our menu and adjust the pages accordingly. When you come down here, just a moment before we exit the page, you can see some of the pages that we have created. And of course, you have other pages that came in default, but no worries about that. I'll show you something when I'll show you how to go about that later on. So for us to set our page, our menu, our menu, come under appearance, then you scroll down. You can come up to the menus and then you click on that. This is the page that appears after clicking on menus. So when you come here on the left side, you can, guys, you can see the pages that we created. We can always come on view all the pages are always showing here, but no problem, you'll have to see them later on. But most recent pages that we created are these ones. So on the right side is the page defaults that came with the Astra theme. So we can start our editing from here. So from here you can find this select menu. So this of course a primary menu, then an off canvas menu. Off canvas menu simply means the menu that's always seen on the phone view, on the responsiveness on the phone. We do have the off canvas menu. We'll come to see that one when we are editing the header. So contact me page, about me, and homepage. So my website, as I said initially, will consist of 3 pages. So what do we do from here? The first thing is to name our menu. So I'll give it a name, my personal website menu. Good. Then we can when we get to this point, it's all about dragging and dropping. And also because we want when you look here, we don't have these menus that we have created here, meaning that they will not appear on our website like this. So when we add them, then we should expect to see them here, or rather we'll see them replacing some of the menus that we'll have removed from this place. So let's get back and see how that is done. So the first thing is to click on all of them. You can come here, bulk, do a bulk selection. You select all, then you just click on add to menu. So when you scroll down on the right side, you'll see our pages have been added here. So what happens from here? What also I want you to note from this point is that we already have a homepage that came as a result of Astra theme. So we can always remove it, or we can remove this regardless, wherever you want. Well and good, there's no problem about that. But let's start with these ones. We can remove the reviews page. So for you to remove this page, you just click on the drop down arrow here, click on it, then you come down here and click on remove. Click on this drop down arrow, click on remove. Simple as that, guys. As simple as that. Click on that, click on remove. We have this home page here, but I feel like we should leave this for the home page that we have here, because it's already sent to front. It's already set to front page. But also we'll come to that. You will see how we can set our page, our static page, to front page. But in the meantime, let's do away this one that we created. Now that we have a home page. Oh, okay. Let's do away this, because it's better if we learn using the page that we created already. So let's just do away this. Gonna come here, scroll down, click on remove. Which other menu is still remaining? The services. Yep, we need this page, but for now, because we are still working with 3 pages, remove it. But when we need it later on, we can always add that. Which other page is here by default? So this page also, custom link page. This one we can also remove it. Now guys, we have our 3 pages, 3 main pages. So another thing, very, very important, you also have to learn how to, when you come back to this page here, you can see how the menus are arranged in a very organized manner, from the home page to services to about us, and the last page commonly is always a blog page and a contact page. Yeah, something like that. So the same thing we'll always want also to see on our website. So somebody will ask me, maybe, how do we arrange these pages now that they're here? It's very, very simple, guys. So when you see me hovering around this, when you see me hovering around my point arrow here, when you see me moving around the cursor, so when you see me hovering around my cursor, you can see it's changing in its form. As you can see, it's changing in its form. So whenever you move your cursor to this point, it changes to its form to this. So it means that where you can left click on your mouse, and then you can drag it down and up like that. The way you want it, where you want it to position it. Like maybe I decide to position it here, contact me. Then about us page remains here. You can also drag the home page. Sorry. You can also drag. Let me close this. Yeah. So you can always drag also the home page to the upside. at the top. Then there's another thing that I want you to be able to see. So whenever you see responsiveness of our website, some websites on the mobile phone, you can always see that whenever you scroll, whenever you tap on the menu at the top, it has some sub-menus, a menu under a menu. That is what we call a sub-menu. So how that is done is simply by the same thing here you drag, but now you bring it to this extensive side. You can see, drop it here. So it's a sub item, a sub menu. You can as well do this. You can as well drag, and now when you click on home, it will always have a drop down and it gives you these menus. But that's not essential for our case because we only have 3 menus. It will not make sense to have them as sub menus at the moment. So what we have to do is to just get back to how they were initially. So for you to drag on a sub menu and the main menu, you still have to hover around your cursor. And this cursor, I said, is dragging up the top and the bottom. But when you drag it to this side, is giving it the menu and the sub menu thing. So you can get it back there. Very good. Do the same. Drag it there. Good. So another thing that you should not always forget, and there are now 3 things that I'm going to mention. You always have to publish after making changes. You always have to save after making changes. And you always also have to publish twice when creating pages on your WordPress website. You publish and then click on publish again. So for this case also, we have to click on save menu. And that is it, guys. Save menu. Our menu has been saved. So what I want us to do is maybe to check whether our menus have taken effect on our website. As you can see, very nice. It has taken effect already. You can see we have a home, we have about me, and we have a contact me page. So that's good, guys. We are making progress. So the next thing that we are going to learn is now to how to customize our pages. How to customize each of these pages that you have created. So that is when now we'll be starting to learn now how to input content inside our pages. Very good. So just a summary of what we have learned on part 2. We have customized our theme. We have edited the header, specifically the logo, and also did some styling on the title. We also created our pages, that is the home page, about us page, and contact us page. We proceeded with integrating menus, of which will have an extension of how to style our menu. So looking forward to part 3, we'll learn on how to add content in our website. That is the main thing that we are going to learn in part 3. We'll also see the realization of the full potential of Elementor. We'll also learn on how to create our first container. A container is what hosts the content within the website. We'll therefore also wrap up with the styling the homepage, which is also known as the landing page. So thank you guys and see you on the next step.